sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon.
Hello, and welcome to Let's Sip and Talk with Freema. I'm a little crooked, you guys. Ooh, there we go. So, anywho, tonight we have on two special guests instead of one tonight. We have on some high schoolers. They're football players, but it's been a little rough due to COVID. They're unable to play, and it's their senior year, so it means a lot. And I want to just kind of speak with them, see how that's making them feel, allow them to put themselves out there, possibly start playing again, showing your talent, all that good stuff. Let's see if we have some highlights from these fellas. If not, we're going to go ahead and bring them on. Well, hello, fellas. How y'all doing? Well, this morning for you guys.
I'm doing good. You?
I am doing great. I'm doing great. So, Elijah, Gabriel, thank you guys for coming on the show. I just wanted to speak with you guys for a little bit. Not going to hold you guys too long. But I normally just kind of want to jump right in there with the whole COVID thing going on. Y'all weren't able to play at all for your football
Not at
season,
all.
like at all. So, how does that make? And then either one of you can go first. As a high schooler, as this your most critical time in your life, how does that make you feel? Whoever want to start can start. What does that do for you?
You want to get first?
Yeah, I'll go first. For me, I say it doesn't show me. I feel like me not playing my senior year won't show my talents as a football player. You know, like last season, beginning of the season, I had an injury that I kind of felt throughout the entire season. I couldn't show my full potential. And then this season, like this senior season, I was trying to put myself more out there, like go harder. I was in the gym more. I was on the field more. And turns out we didn't have any season. So it kind of like, you know, it kind of hurt me a little bit.
Right.
But you know, at the end result, I just gotta do what I can do.
Absolutely. And I just want to, to piggyback off that, you just continue to go hard. So when you do go to college and it's time to play, guess what? You'll be ready. You won't lose your skills,
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what about you? Like, what did that do for you? Gabe.
Okay. Oh, Gabe?
She's still talking to you. Like,
it's probably delayed a little bit.
Oh no, she's talking to you, Gabe.
No, like I think she was asking like furthermore your question.
No. I just wanted to give him a little feedback, and I was asking Gabriel, how does it make you feel? What does it do for you not being able to play? Yeah.
So my senior season, like just looking up to my brother, it's always been something that I've looked forward to, like coming up from tackle football when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So that definitely affected me because a senior season for a football player is like, that's the last ride if you're not going to college. So it's definitely something that was really important to me. But as well as he said, I didn't have an injury like he did, but I had a concussion at the beginning of the season. So I wasn't starting at like full strength as I think I could have.
Okay.
But, as far as like recruiting is concerned and everything, I started to get more looks towards the end of my junior season. And they definitely wanted to see me in my senior season to see like, okay, how are you going to look before you graduate? And I think that has most definitely affected the recruiting process because we're not able to get that senior season in and show our full potential before college.
Right. And I definitely understand. It's kind of like I tell my son, because he's a junior right now. So his concern is right now they're not seeing me. Next year we don't know if they're going to see me. But like I tell him, and like I just said to Elijah, don't let this get you guys down. Don't for a second feel like this is over, because it's not. This is just the beginning for you guys. Everybody knows what's going on. So I'm pretty sure there are going to be some avenues that the recruiters, scouts, whomever are going to take to make sure you guys are going to be seen one way or another. But like I said, continue to go hard so you won't lose those skills that you guys have. So when y'all do go to college, their freshman year, they're ready to just pick y'all up and take you. And I'm a strong believer that everything happens for a reason. So please don't allow this to get you guys down. Take it as motivation. Take it as more time to perfect your skill. So I want to jump to something really quickly. You guys are located. Are y'all in Japan? Where are y'all located?
Japan.
In Japan. So y'all travel to actually, when y'all were playing football, y'all would travel for each game. And when I say travel, is that like a couple hours each game, or how does that work? And maybe before you begin, I'm sorry, before you begin, if one of y'all can explain where I'm coming from as far as why you guys have to travel instead of, here in the States, we probably go about 15 minutes to another high school and play. So if somebody can just kind of explain that process to us.
So I'll take this one. It varies pretty much because there's bases on mainland Japan, of course, but we also go over to Korea, and then we also go over to Okinawa, Japan, a prefecture. So at most, like the school closest to us from our base would probably be like an hour and a half. That's Zama. So that's probably the shortest distance we go to like play another team if we're going to an away game. And then as far as like plane rides and everything, we actually have to get to school on Friday, and we have to skip the whole day on Friday. Just going to the airport, flying over, getting ready for the game on Saturday. So yeah.
How do y'all mentally prepare yourselves for that entire weekend? It's Friday, you're missing school, and then you have to play Saturday, travel Sunday, back to school Monday. So how do one mentally prepare themselves for a busy schedule as such?
Well, how I mentally prepare is I just normally, for me, I would normally plan everything out. Like if I know that if I'm gonna skip the whole day on Friday, I'm missing class on Friday. For us, it'll count as like an excuse absence. So school wise, we'll be fine with school wise, but I have to make sure I get my homework done. So like either sometimes I'll bring my homework with me, or sometimes I'll wait till I get back and do my homework. But like how I mentally prepare for like an away game, going through all of that. My mentally preparedness is more music. I listen to music like daily. You can ask Gabe. I always listen to music.
You listen to music all day. What's your method, Gabe? Like, what do you do to kind of woo-saw and get yourself prepared?
I would definitely say the same thing because, of course, we're missing school on Friday. So I definitely have to, let my teachers know and be like, all right, so we're going to be gone Friday. So I need to get all my schoolwork ready, for the weekends, just knowing what I need to do for Monday. And as well as he said, music is always something that I've used ever since my sophomore year. When I first went to university and I was going on flights, I would just have headphones on the whole day. And I just that I was just trying to get mentally focused for Saturday. So.
Okay. And I know for the ones, we probably didn't really touch on it. Like you guys are over there because your parents are in the service, correct? Like y'all live on a base. If I'm saying that right, y'all live on base. Okay. And that's why they travel out to other bases. Am I saying this correctly? To play football. Okay. So I do have a question. When it comes to music, and this is kind of off topic just a little bit, but because you guys are seniors and fellows, I kind of want to get your input on music itself. Is there a certain type of music that you listen to? Do you think music is influential, or is more just you just listen to it? It's nothing more than that? Just with how music is today. So I'm just kind of curious to know what your thoughts are on music.
The music super. That's him.
For me, it's influential, but I'm all over the place when it comes to genres. My most, listen genres like more hip hop, or, I listen to old school. I have what I'm saying. I have my genre is expanded, but it's more influential. I have a set playlist for everything. You know what I'm saying? Going to school, coming back from school, I have a set playlist for everything. So it's very influential for me.
Okay. What about you, Gabe? Is it influential for you, or just something you just like to listen to music?
I would say the same thing, but as far as influential, of course, there's a lot of music today that's not exactly the best that we probably shouldn't be listening to. So a lot of the times, it's just music to me. I just like listening to the beats, stuff like that. I don't really listen to the words or anything. So yeah.
Okay, I was kind of curious because I never really asked that question. I don't even ask that to my kids. So I kind of wanted to hear from you guys, how music played a part. So yeah, I know music is very common for a lot of people. It puts you in a mindset, it levels your head. How do y'all stay leveled aside from music? Like, how do you stay away from the wrong crowd? Is there a wrong crowd because you're on base and it's so structured? But how's reality over there? I want to know.
Reality over here, it's not going to be as bad as as it may be in the States. You know what I'm saying? Like in public high schools, it is very structured over here, but you do have some mishaps. There is a wrong crowd, or what's considered a wrong crowd on this base. There is that.
Okay.
But how I stay away from it is that I have normally a set group of friends that I'm always around with. For me, um, I normally stay with a crowd. I normally stick with a crowd and stay with it, like ride or die situation. And like I never switch up. Gabe happens to be in my crowd. You know what I'm saying? He has to
Okay,
be
well, that's
around me all
good.
the time. So it's like that's how I stay level. I don't like move with everybody else. I normally stick to
Right.
myself and the people I hang around with that I trust.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, how does it feel to actually have, okay, first of all, Elijah, being in Japan, were you there all your life
Oh
or
no, I was not.
no?
I was not. Mm-mm.
Okay, so was it a culture shock? And Elijah, were you there the whole time or was it a culture shock for you? I'm saying it all wrong.
Um, the place I was before here was Guam.
Okay.
I play football in Guam too. I came here and it was quite a culture shock because the weather, the food, I wasn't used to it. So like um, the first year I wouldn't eat anything. I wouldn't like I wasn't expanding my mind to like anything because it was just so different, so new here. It wasn't Americanized like I'm used to.
Right, right. What about you, Gabe? Were you always in Japan, or you it was kind of a culture shock for you too?
So for me, it's a little bit different because I think Elijah was a little bit older because I think you went back and forth, right, Elijah? I think you went back, and then, yeah, okay. So, I actually moved here when I was 5 years old, and I turned 6 here. So it's definitely like it wasn't exactly a culture shock to me.
Right.
I mean, obviously, going to Japan, they're speaking Japanese, and at a young age, you're like, what's going on, So I think that would probably be the biggest thing for me. But like, I've just learned for it to, that this is home because I've been here for so long. Like, I think 11 years. Yeah.
Yeah, that's home.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it wouldn't really be a culture shock for you because, like you said, at 5 years old, you kind of it's like whatever, I'm rolling with the flow. So yeah, okay, well that's very interesting. You guys live a very interesting life. Do you see yourself playing football like forever until you're able to retire, or do you kind of think like you'll be taking a turn? Like let's say college come in, I don't know, maybe you're junior. You didn't go into. Would it be considered? Would y'all be drafted for NFL? Over there, or would you be playing like overseas? How does that work? Do y'all know?
I mean, well, I don't know for sure. For me, I know that coming from like back to the States and playing college, I know you could be drafted, and play for the NFL, but I don't know like playing over here, continue playing over here. I don't know about that.
Okay.
Gabe may know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just curious to know if y'all knew, like once y'all go to college, would y'all be drafted for, NFL or for overseas?
So there's actually a league over here called the X League. And I'm pretty sure there's like some players that actually get picked up from high school over here, like Japanese high schools, of course. And I know there's international colleges, so there's been a lot of American players that like have played overseas here for college, and they've gotten like picked up by the X League to play in them.
Okay.
Now, as far as like college is concerned, for me, I don't know about Elijah, but like I don't think I would like go here for college to play football. Like,
okay.
Because I would definitely, I've been here so long, so like I definitely want to go back to the States and experience.
Right.
But coming back, I would definitely, because as I said before, Japan's home, so I wouldn't mind playing in the X League if I was able to.
Okay, so you're saying you'll probably move back to Japan later on in life. That'll be your home again after. Okay, that's cool. That's neat. What about you, Elijah? You see yourself like coming back to Japan later on in life to live, or you think you'll move back to the States and kind of stay?
A little bit of both. It's more like split. I wouldn't mind staying, and I wouldn't mind coming back because I have been here for a long time as well.
Okay. So it just depends on how you're feeling at that time, huh?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you guys this, and this will be the last question because, like I said, I know it's the morning time there for you guys. I don't want to hold you too long. What are your plans? Like with everything that's going on, with what we feel are little setbacks, not being able to play and all this, but what are your plans? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you putting footage out there? Are y'all contacting recruiters? I mean, what's the game plan right now?
For me, I've been contacting recruiters since last year, and being over here in Japan is very hard because you're not able to put yourself more out there as you are in the States because they don't really look for overseas players or international players. So it's more of a you have to try and hope for the best. But like so far for me, I got a couple of D3. I'm working on trying to. I got accepted to one HBCU, and I'm working on trying to play there.
Okay.
And that's hopefully that could be my plan. But there could be routes I have to take. But you hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
Absolutely, absolutely. Gabe, you got a plan? What you thinking about?
So I think I started a little bit earlier than Elijah with like recruitment process.
Okay.
So I've been contacting colleges. I mean, he's been doing it more proactively, most definitely. So he definitely has been doing it a little bit more. But I do the same, of course. I just want to get my film out there. I at least want to open a message. Just be able to look at my highlights and think,
absolutely,
this kid's an option, of course. I've talked to like multiple colleges. I've gained interest. I've gained one offer right now, which less, of course. And I've been accepted. I've gotten a tuition scholarship, so
awesome. Y'all boys are doing great.
I'll get that over 4 years. So I definitely think that's probably the route I'm gonna take after high school. Is go to that college.
Good. See, y'all already got a plan. When y'all first came on, it just seemed like I don't know, I'm not. But y'all got a plan. Y'all got it going on. Keep those skills going. We actually have someone that wants to speak to you guys. Josh Mode, we call him Mode. He's a former running back for Colorado University. So he just want to come on, kind of motivate you guys just a little bit, okay?
All right.
Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing good.
You guys doing good? And I just want to come on here, and let you guys know. I got connected and heard about you guys from the producers of this show, and shout out to Freema. You guys, I'm a huge fan of both of you, because of the situation you guys are in, and I've watched your tape and your film, and like I said, I'm just a huge fan. You guys are making the best of the opportunity, the best of your situation. Playing overseas, and I really do admire that. A little bit about me, as they said, I played football. I got to play, at the University of Colorado. I got a shot to play professionally. And what I do is I work with athletes all over. I've got to work with NFL teams, college teams. That's just really what I do is athlete development. And you guys are, both unique cases and, stories that should be highlighted and very rare. When the producers told me about this, and about you guys, it was just something that I was like, wow, I've never, though I've worked with so many people, I've never worked with, anybody in this situation that you guys are in. So I definitely, just wanted to come in and introduce myself and let you guys know that I am a fan of both of you. But to also let you know, I've seen the film and I definitely, would like to help you guys on your journey as much as I can. And also just to be somebody you guys can connect with and, just really just help you guys grow. So.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
I appreciate it a lot.
That's awesome.
I just wanted to ask you guys. I wanted to ask you guys, like, what motivates you guys? You know what I mean?
For me, it's definitely being that underdog. Like, people look down at us being overseas like we're nothing, but like, when it comes down to things, we'll work just as hard as you. Like, we'll make you work. Like, I love that. Like, I love that. Every time a team looks at us, like at Kinnick, like last year, the whole team, they were like over 6 foot, and they all looked at me like I was nothing. And like, that just fires me up because I'm like, you know what? You'll find out today. You'll find out today. That's what makes me pumped up every game. They just look as if, you're not going to do anything to me, but I show them. So I love that about the game. Football.
I say that too. And what fires me up is keep me motivated is the opportunity to be great, and I know for sure that I have the capability of that. So when for my position at defensive line, I'm undersized, as you know, but I still work anybody. I'll still outwork anybody if they need to. You know what I'm saying? Like they would, like he said, they would look down on me too, thinking that that I'm nothing as well, and I try to go and show out, do what I can to help the team win.
Okay. All right, and what I guess I would ask you guys, like, do you guys feel you can play at the next level? Because to me, you guys are ahead of the game. I heard you guys, you travel, you guys travel to different. How does that work? How does that work for you guys? Because that's already like some college type situation right there.
We would normally fly to other bases, like such as like one in Korea, and we have two in Okinawa, or we would normally like take the bus, and the closest one for us is Zama, which is about an hour and a half away. The next closest would be, I would say, would be about 3 hours away, which is Yokota. So we would normally travel quite often in away games.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, you definitely got to feel already getting on those planes.
Man, how was it this year, playing with, just everything that's going on in the world? How was it playing this year for you guys?
They couldn't.
You guys couldn't play this year.
Nope.
See?
Yeah. So they need you, Josh. It was meant for you to come on tonight.
When I was watching earlier, I actually heard you guys saying that. I didn't know you couldn't play at all. I thought the season was cut short. But to that point, like when I got to, talk to Freema last time I was on the show, and with a lot of the kids, I talked to him. I'll talk about the Olympics, and my brother, he the Olympics come every 4 years, and my brother was training for the Olympics, and he trained all this time, and he had got hurt, and he had to wait another 4 years to go to the Olympics. And what he did was he just kept working hard. He stayed encouraged, and he found ways to just get better. You know what I mean? And I want to pass that on to you guys. Everybody has different situations that they're dealing with right now, but the biggest thing is to stay encouraged and to keep working. And just to even hear you guys talk about colleges that you've been contacting and reaching out to, you know, that's already, you know, you guys being ahead of the game, because a lot of people want other people to, you know, oh, they got to come to me or they can come get me. It's like, no, you got to promote yourself as well. And you guys being selfless and, you know, man, that's just awesome that you guys are just selfless and you guys have positive attitudes, because you guys could be complaining and some more stuff, you know, in the situation you're in, but you guys, you know, making those adjustments and, you know, just having good attitudes is huge.
Absolutely. And that takes you very, very far. So keep that up. Keep that attitude you have. Stay motivated. You know, help each other out. Like you said, you have your ride or dies. Make sure y'all stick with your ride or dies. You know, make sure that individual have your back just like you'll have theirs, because you can't live in this life alone. A lot of people think that, and it's just not possible. So, Josh, is there anything else you want to say before I let these fellas go? It's kind of early in the morning where they're located. So I know they have their day to get started. I want you guys to stay on, though. Don't disconnect, you know, once we finish up here.
Okay.
Yeah, my last question is, how's them grades looking?
Excellent.
Great. They look good.
Oh, excellent.
Excellent. Immaculate.
All right, that's all I need to know then. That's all I need to know. I appreciate
awesome.
you guys, Freeman. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for having me, and we'll definitely follow up.
Okay. Yeah, just stick around, everybody, really quickly. To all the viewers, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for giving them motivation I was putting out there so they were able to see it. Thank you guys so much. These fellas need it. Even the fellas here in these states, you know, y'all stay motivated. You know, just continue to be great and find a positive out of every negative situation. You know, you think it's always negative, but try to find a positive out of every situation. I promise you, you will find one and things will turn out much better. But as we always say on Let's Sip and Talk with Freema, peace and love.